We also feature a 10-round junior welterweight bout with a local product, Danny Garcia, who's 14-0 with 9 knockouts, a rising star in the Philadelphia area.
He certainly has got a good record. He's a young kid, but I'll tell you what, a big test for him, even as much as his opponent, Enrique Colín, tonight, is the hometown crowd. He's never fought here in his hometown of Philadelphia, and you know that a young kid like Danny Garcia is going to do his extra best to make a big impression. Does that take him out of his normal fight plan?
Now we invite you to score the fight along with us online by logging on to www.versus.com/scorecard. 10 points to the winner of a round, 9 points to the loser, 8 points if the loser of a round gets knocked down, 10 points each if you think it's a draw. Coming up, we open up our big fight night here in Philadelphia with undefeated junior welterweight Danny Garcia, 14-0 with 9 knockouts, taking on Enrique Colín of Mexico. This should be a good battle. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape.
Up here, and of course, as we mentioned, Danny Garcia, the much younger man in this fight, and also the less experienced man. You see there, 21 as opposed to 27. They're the same height, negligible difference in weight. The reach to the advantage of Enrique Colín. Let's see if he can use it. And we'll take a look at the unified rules here in effect in Pennsylvania. No 3 knockdown rule, no standing 8 count. Only the referee can stop the fight, and neither fighter can be saved by the bell in any round.
We are getting set for boxing actions. Let's go to ring announcer Nino Del Bono for the introductions.
And a very good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome boxing fans to the Liacouras Center here at Temple University in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where this evening Golden Boy Promotions East, along with our sponsor MGM Grand of Las Vegas, presents 10 rounds of boxing for the WBC Youth Intercontinental Junior Welterweight Championship title. Supervisor in attendance, Rudolph Talise. This bout is sanctioned by the Pennsylvania State Athletic Commission. Commissioner Rudy Battles. Executive Director Craig Serb. The 3 judges judging this championship contest: Alan Rubenstein, George Hill, and Richard Hopkins. And when the bell rings, ladies and gentlemen, your referee in charge, Steve Smoger. And here we go, fight fans. 10 rounds of boxing for the WBC Youth Intercontinental Junior Welterweight title. In the red corner, weighing in at 139 pounds, wearing black trunks, his professional record: 23 wins, 4 defeats, 3 draws, 19 wins, coming by way of knockout. From Guasave, Mexico, Enrique Colín. His opponent across the ring in the blue corner, weighing in at 140 pounds, wearing purple and gold trunks, his professional record, unblemished, 14 wins, no defeats, 9 wins, coming by way of knockout. From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, ladies and gentlemen, Swift Danny Garcia.
Good job, baby boy. Gentlemen, you received your instructions both in Spanish and English. Please protect yourself at all times, respect the bell, and give me a good, clean fight. Touch gloves. God bless you both. Entiende todo. ¿Todo bien? Está bien.
10 rounds of boxing.
There we go. Scheduled for 10. You heard the big cheers from the local crowd here in Philadelphia for Danny Garcia. First time he's fought as a pro here in Philadelphia. He's excited about it, Wally.
He's absolutely excited. Now the question is, does he get too excited, or does he stay within his game plan? So we'll see that.
First time Danny Garcia will be fighting a 10-round bout. And as Wally mentioned, Enrique Colín is a lot more experienced, 27 years old. He's been around the block.
Is it still a youth title if he wins? He doesn't look like a youth to me.
No.
looks like he's been around. That's right.
At 21 and 27, they are not youths in there.
I'll give it to Garcia.
And don't forget, we invite you to score the fight along with us. Log on to www.versus.com/scorecard, and you can score the fight along with us. Wally has got the best scorecard ever, so you're going to be tested.
You know, it's a funny thing. Generally, our viewers and me, we are 100% in agreement.
Off his neck, Danny.
Garcia looks like he wants to stay under control and not use up a lot of energy early.
You know, it's funny because I just talked about the possibility he could be overexcited. He actually, in a way, seems almost too calm right now.
Colín banging away to the body. Colín fighting here at 140 says it's much more comfortable for him. In recent fights and a lot of his fights, he's had to come down to 135 and hasn't felt good doing that.
No, he's definitely got a big frame for a lightweight and, you know, even for a junior welterweight. But the other thing that you should know about him, I mean, he's got more than 30 fights. This guy fought Humberto Soto when he was 18 years old and got stopped. So clearly he was not being protected very well as a young fighter. You know, he was up for that youth title when he fought Soto, I guess.
Right.
18. I mean, Soto is a bull. We've had him here several times. A terrific fighter. One thing, though, I must say is that so far Garcia has allowed Colín to take the lead away from him a little bit. He's allowing him to get off a little quicker.
If you're wondering about the pink gloves for both fighters, this is in respect and in honor of breast cancer awareness. So congratulations to the fighters for being part of that.
Yes. See, right here, he had Colín on the ropes and really didn't try to do anything. A little cautious beginning so far from Danny Garcia.
And yet both fighters have said they have watched tape of each other. And they have fairly good knowledge of what they like to do in the ring. Final seconds of round one, scheduled for 10. Big right hand. Garcia with a knockdown in the final seconds of the round. Colín walks a couple of steps. The round is over.
Wow, I'll tell you what. Colín looked like he was hit in the eye with that punch. In fact, he had his glove over his eye, so we'll have to see if there's a lingering effect or a swelling there. But quite a punch, stole the round for Garcia, I thought.
Garcia, who's very patient, methodical throughout, and then just dropped a huge right hand on Colín.
And perfectly timed. We'll take a look at it. See it from multiple angles here. See it from behind Garcia. There it is. Perfect shot. Over a low left hand by Colín. We'll see it again now. Garcia in perfect position as he lets the punch go, lands it with full body weight behind it. Take another look at it. You see that Colín was on his way in with a left hand that did not land, ran right into the punch.
And it's interesting, Colín had both hands up. He looks good here, and then all of a sudden he drops both hands.
Yeah, it's when he missed that left hand, he let himself, he kind of lost track of his defense and started to lose some of his balance, fell into the punch.
Huge finish to the round for Danny Garcia, and man, that woke up the crowd big time. Round two. Let's see how Colín comes out here.
Well, he's a very experienced guy, but he has been stopped 3 times in his career.
And Garcia comes out looking like he wants to finish the deal. Big right hand. Colín is hurt. Garcia a little wild. He knows he has his man hurt. Now trying to measure him.
Well, now here comes into play the whole crowd factor. You know that Danny Garcia wants to, really put a big finish on this fight, wants to impress his friends and his fans here in town. Let's see how he goes about his business.
And down he goes from a left hand. Colín, he's out. He is out.
Good shot.
checks out Enrique Colín. The crowd roars in approval for the hometown hero.
And
monstrous power in each hand.
Absolutely. Knocked him down with each hand. You're absolutely right. The other thing is he stayed under control after the knockdown. You know, he did not get wild. He did not punch himself out in a frantic attempt to end the fight. He set up a good shot. He landed it. Fight's over. In round 2, he landed 7 of 8 power shots.
Danny Garcia stepping up to a 10-round bout for the first time, facing an experienced fighter in Enrique Colín. And man, did he land some power punches.
Yeah, he really took his time setting up that last punch, and that's probably the most impressive thing about this performance. I mean, as we pointed out, Colín's been knocked out before. In fact, was knocked out in his last fight in only 2 rounds. So, you know, it's not unheard of for him to be knocked out early. However, for a 21-year-old in his first fight in his hometown, to hold himself together as well as Danny Garcia did here tonight is very impressive.
The cheers continue for Danny Garcia. Second round, the knockout. Let's take a look.
When he staggered Colín with that right hand, and you see he was just about on his way down there, and this is pretty much the beginning of the end. Now we'll see the knockout punch. You'll see him dip and then throws a short right hand. Down he goes. See it from another angle here. There's a missed left hook, right hand. Beautiful punch. Short punch, right on the button.
I thought he connected with the left, and I apologize. It was the right hand that took him out.
Well, you know what? We don't have instant replay in our eyeballs. That's why they have these things, because things happen very quickly in the ring, and terrific knockout punch by Danny Garcia.
So the power appears to be in the right hand. He staggered him with the right hand early. He knocked him down in the first round with the right hand, and he finished him with the right hand.
Yeah, I think he's got power in both hands because he's a good, solidly balanced fighter when he punches. He's well schooled, and he's very patient, as we see. I mean, it's funny to say that in a fight that lasts 2 rounds.
Let's go to ring announcer Nino Del Bono for the official time.
Ladies and gentlemen, 55 seconds of round number 2. Your winner and the new Youth Intercontinental Junior Welterweight Champion, Danny "Swift" Garcia.
I don't know if he's a youth. He seems like a man to me, Wally.
He certainly fights like one.
Wally will be talking with Danny Garcia, who electrified the crowd with a second-round knockout. It's Fight Night on Versus. We're at the Liacouras Center on the campus of Temple University in Philadelphia. Exciting start to our Fight Night with Danny Garcia. Spectacular knockout. He's in the ring with Wally Matthews right now. Wally.
Thank you, Sam. I am with Danny Garcia and 2 special guests, his little twin sisters here. If you guys want to pan down, take a look at these 2 beautiful young ladies who are with us. There they are. Danny, you told us today earlier that fighting in your hometown might add a little bit of pressure, but I didn't see a lot of that in the way you fought.
You know, I kept my composure the whole way through training, so I knew I was going to fight in front of my hometown. So I just kept my composure the whole way through training, and I used the same composure here and relaxation for the fight. Stood behind my jab, kept it smart, and I got the job done.
Now, speaking of relaxation, we're going to look at the knockdown at the end of the first round, but up to that point, I thought you were, I don't know if you were a little tentative or just, you know, very, very relaxed. You didn't do a lot, and then this is what happened at the end of the round. What were you planning to do?
He just kind of threw a punch, and like my natural reflex, boom, boom, just came out. It's just a natural counter punch right there. I catch a lot of people with that shot.
Yeah, you told us that your overhand right was your best punch. You were true to your word. We're going to take a look here at the end of the fight. If you want to play color commentator, you can take a look at the monitor.
Yeah, I was just trying to set it up right here. Right here, I was looking for it. Boom. Got him coming in. Perfect shot.
Now, what does it say to you to beat a guy who's got this much experience, has been in with guys like Humberto Soto, has been fighting, 10 years now? You know, obviously he's only 27, started very young, but he's a very experienced guy. What does it say to you?
I fought, in the amateur tournaments, international tournaments. I fought grown men, with a lot of experience, Olympians, bronze medalists. So, you know, I use my amateur experience. I use my hard work in the gym. And me and my team, my father, my brother, we train hard. We got the job done.
All righty. Well, congratulations. Great showing here tonight. And thank you, young ladies. Back to Sam at ringside.
Good job, Wally. Congratulations to Danny Garcia, now 15-0 with 10 knockouts. Coming